Unit 4. Marketing and Sales. Lesson 1. Opportunities.
In this lesson, you will learn and understand the changing construct of circular economy as a developing domain and its implication for implementation in furniture industry. To identify the multiple stakeholders and address their role in realizing opportunities within this domain. To discuss the multiple levels of opportunities existing for the aspiring furniture businesses and how to create awareness regarding challenges in realizing opportunities in terms of bringing more efficiency towards achieving our goals.
In this lesson, we will discuss what circular economy means and how its meaning has evolved over a period of time. We will also discuss how eco-designs can be reached by getting the necessary support from local labor and trade unions and by collaboration with research institutions. We will share how we can achieve mutual benefits for the environment and other organizations to achieve even larger goals. Finally, we highlight some organizational preconditions that can help achieve the mandates of a circular economy in a better way.
Many authors only associate circular economy with recycling exclusively, but there is much more to it than simply recycling. Circular economy uses other concepts, like reducing usage and recovering to name a few, to prolong end life of products with predefined endpoints. At times it includes more utility in terms of alternate uses or service intervention to boost performance, and at times complete configuration of the operating model to adapt to CE principles, which are 1. Design out waste and pollution. 2. Keep products and materials in use. 3. Regenerate natural systems. A better adaptation of this model helps in economic prosperity and benefits the environment as well as future generations.
One of the major opportunities to decrease the impact of residues is by controlling the waste generated in the manufacturing process. For example, the slide details a list of possible residues that can pollute the environment at each stage of the manufacturing process. One effort towards making our economy more circular would be to reduce the solid residues at each stage of the manufacturing process or their alternate use as input for other processes. For example, wood scraps from the cutting stage can be put into use in the production of MF sheets.
Such eco-designs that either deploy the use of raw materials from other processes or take into account environmentally friendly designs of the product for their prolonged life or reduce the effect on the environment, can be achieved with consensus with worker unions and with the support of research institutions to design such models.
Eco-designs refer to incorporating all elements of sustainability throughout the different phases of product life stages. This is opposed to DFE, a term mostly used in the US, which only focuses on one phase. However, among the various stages of transitions, the biggest impact comes from the first stage, which is product design. Eco-design is spread across all phases and considers all the elements of sustainability, including environment, society and economic progress. These tasks pertain to sustainability agenda, trade-offs between various values, assessment against agenda and strategy for tracking. One of such tools for the furniture industry is LCA and lean environment, for which the impact indicators include abiotic resource depletion, acidification, eutrophication, global warming, ozone layer depletion and human toxicity. However, the main problem in achieving such eco-designs for the industry remains the lack of maturity of tools. An explanation regarding what such maturity entails and how can these challenges be overcome follows next.
The main challenge for industries to incorporate eco-designs remains the maturity of tools. The existing tools are not standardized and consistent in terms of measurement procedures, indicators and their weights, measurement units, modes of data acquisition, limits of system boundaries and quantification methods. To overcome this, more consistency needs to be achieved in these areas. Similarly, these tools also need to be embedded in software used for these purposes like AutoCAD. Intangible features, visual, tactile, auditory, like customer satisfaction also needs to be considered, which not only helps in achieving the social component of the equation but also improves sales, thus helping on the financial aspect as well. Most of such intangible features are qualitative in nature. On the same pattern, product amount and material can impact the environment as well. To this end, The ability to measure and quantify such intangible features can help in the industry-wise implementation of eco-designs. Another challenge relates to a subjective rating in assigning weightage to different elements of sustainability. A solution to bring these elements can also be the monetization of multiple environmental impacts.
Realizing alternate uses of wastes or byproducts from different processes or different stages within the same process can not only help in making efficient use of these resources, imagine something as seemingly useless as wood scraps, but also help in preserving the environment by reducing the flow of waste into it and simultaneously creating more employment opportunities. For example, fiberboard producers might employ hundreds of laborers at one location, and thus helping the economy at large.
However, the circular economy mandates cannot be achieved in isolation by any individual company. Teamwork at different levels can yield different outputs with varying scope, and bring about big changes. We need to ensure cooperation not just at the worker and institutions level but also garner efforts to achieve collaboration with other institutions and organizations within the industry and across industries as well. For instance, to utilize ocean plastic, it takes more than one company to install, test, and use technology that can collect ocean wastes and change that redundant plastic to alternate use, or at a very basic level to train big groups of unemployed people to make use of waste plastic in making handicrafts.
To begin efforts towards achieving a circular economy, it is important to first make sure that contextual factors complement and support these efforts and are not in contradiction to it. These contextual factors relate to structural conditions of organizations, for instance inefficiencies in design or following outdated laws. However, besides organizations, consumers also have responsibilities to fulfill such mandates by reducing overconsumption or making sure products are used in a responsible way. This brings us to a discussion of incorporating an efficient business model that supports and helps the circular economy. A business model for a circular economy is defined as how a company creates, captures and delivers value, with a value creation logic designed to improve resource efficiency through contributing to extending the useful life of products and parts, for example through long-life design, repair and remanufacturing, and closing material loops.
The circular economy is an ongoing process, hence in order to ensure that we meet our goals properly, we need to continuously develop our methods and bring efficiencies to our systems. To ensure such efficiencies, it is possible to make use of assessment tools to determine the levels of circularity. This can be made possible in 5 distinct steps. The first step, design and development, focuses on design techniques for durability, standardization and compatibility, maintenance and repair, upgradability and adaptability, and disassembly and reassembly. Thinking about these aspects at the initial stages already helps in efforts to putting resources to alternate uses. In the second step, industrialization and manufacturing, a map is devised for chalking out the flow of material, energy, and waste streams over the different manufacturing process operations. The third step, circularity assessment, involves the decision-making process to obtain technical solutions pertaining lifecycle cost model, quality control, and delivery aspects, LCC and QCD assessment. In the fourth step, circularity assessment, business opportunities are identified for recirculation of materials and valorization of wastes, whether internally or with external collaboration. In the fifth stage, business opportunities and indicators are defined to improve the economical, environmental, and social sustainability of the company.
Conclusions. The circular economy includes more than recycling to help extend the life of products and establish different trajectories for them. One major opportunity lies in reducing and reusing the residue from different production processes. These residues can be reused as raw materials for other processes. However, to realize big changes, collaboration across and within industries is needed. Certain preconditions in terms of organizational structure and responsibilities of consumers are important for circularity. To bring more efficiency to this process, we need to use more assessment tools to determine levels of circularity to bring more efficiency.